Welcome viewers. In this chapter we will discuss about making arrangement of jumbled sentences to form a meaningful paragraph. Paragraph arrangement of jumbled sentences to form a meaning. Here are some important points to note. Generally, a paragraph is written about a center point, idea, thought or a personality. First of all, there is a need to locate a sentence which contains such matter. Mostly such a sentence forms the first or the last sentence of the paragraph. There are two methods to describe the center idea. First, in the opening sentence, a center point is mentioned. Thereafter, the sentences following that give logical description of or details of that, and for that some examples are also given. In second method, some facts are given in the opening sentences of the paragraph and their result is given in the concluding lines. Try to find out the sentence containing the center idea and arrange the remaining sentences accordingly. Sentences containing proper nouns, that is names of persons, places or buildings, etc., or abstract nouns like qualities, thatness or beauty, etc., come in the opening line or in the few starting lines of the paragraph. Sentences containing pronouns like he, his, him, she, her, they, their, them or first or last part of the name come in subsequent part of the paragraph. Pronouns like it, this, that, these or those show that these mention about the topic already detailed in the sentences preceding them. So these sentences generally do not form the first line of the paragraph. Sentences containing words like therefore, but, and, accordingly, or resultantly, etc., come in the center part of the paragraph. The first sentence of the paragraph may contain introductory details of something and the last line of paragraph contains conclusions of some logical details. Sometimes words like initially, eventually, finally, ensuing, preceding, following or mentioned below or above in the sentence also indicate the location of that particular sentence in the paragraph. In some paragraphs, there are sentences giving statements in favor of or against an argument. Try to sort out and arrange sentences of both types separately. This helps in framing the paragraph. To explain all this, here are some paragraphs from question of previous examination as examples of for practice. Arrange the sentences B, C, D and E between the sentences A and F to form a logical sequence and to construct a coherent paragraph. That means A and F sentences are at their appropriate place. Only B, C, D and E sentences are to be arranged in a logical manner. Those are fortunate people who have good, true and faithful friends. It is a sacred attachment or bond of interest between two persons of a congenial mind. True friendship increases our happiness in prosperity and diminishes our misery in adversity. Friendship often springs from similarity of taste, feelings and sentiments. However, true friendship should be based on and such vices as selfishness, greed and falsehood should be kept out of it. It must be borne in mind that prosperity breeds and multiplies friends and adversity tests them. On going through the aforesaid paragraph, it is observed that it describes about an abstract noun, a human trait of friendship. First of all, the sentence starting with the word friendship is to be located. It is numbered as D. So this is the starting sentence. Next sentence will give some further details about friendship. Here instead of the word friendship, its pronoun like it will be used. This will be sentence B. This will be second sentence. Out of the remaining two sentences C and E, C shows its link with the concluding sentence F because both of these sentences tell about benefits of true friendship. So C will be penultimate sentence, but in the sentence A and F, the sequence of the sentences will be D, B, E, C. The answer of the question is D, B, E, C. Here are some other examples. Most of the perishable foods are shipped by refrigerator ships. As the green bananas are loaded, a man watches closely the signs of yellow on them. The cool temperatures keep the bananas from getting ripe during the trip. They are placed in the refrigerated hold of the ship. Some foods such as bananas are shipped before they get ripe. Ripe bananas are poor travelers, and even one ripe banana at the start of the trip can spoil a whole shipload of fruit. In the given paragraph, the first line tells in general terms about shipping of goods which perish easily in transit. To link it further, there is a sentence which gives a little more details how these are shipped in the sentence D. In place of noun perishable foods, a pronoun the word they is used. Further, the sentence E gives examples of such perishable foods, bananas, so E follows D. As going through the remaining sentences B and C, the sentence B gives details how bananas are shipped, and the last sentence C gives further details of condition of bananas during the course of their shipment. Thus, as the given sentences are linked according to simple logic and understanding of the topic discussed in these sentences, it is simply concluded that the answer is D, E, B, C. After the sentence, it is easily reached at the conclusion that is given in the concluding sentence of the paragraph F. It very understandably makes a meaningful link between all the sentences. Arrange the sentences A, B, C, D and E to form a logical sequence and to construct a coherent paragraph. Two of the taller kids stood on the table to accomplish the adventurous job. Then I showed them how to fasten the wire into a hook. I promptly told the children to fetch a broken table and a long and a strong piece of wire. The small thieves admired my ingenuity and enjoyed themselves running around everywhere in excitement. One pulling down the branches with the hook and the second picking the fruit while others passed them down. The given sentences describe about a series of actions done by a person. These sentences are required to be arranged in a chronological order. The action undertaken first is to be described at the top, and the remaining actions are to be arranged according to the time of their happening. First of all, the person gathers the objects required to do the job. First of all, the sentence will be C, where the children are asked to collect table and wire, etc. Then the children are told how to use the wire for the required action, that is sentence B will follow. In the sequence of action, the sentence A fits the next, where the children are told how to make use of the table. After this, the next action to be undertaken is to pluck fruit from the branches of the tree by pulling them down, for which there is sentence E. And finally, the whole action of the protagonist is appreciated by all his companions in the sentence D. The answer of the question is C, B, A, E, D. Arrange the following jumbled sentences in a way so as to make a meaningful paragraph. Mention the alphabets marked against each sentence in order as answer. But sometimes the persons of opposite nature also come closer, fall in each other's company by accident, chance, or out of ignorance, vitiating the above statement to some extent. If a man moves in the company of good, gentle, and noble people, he is usually adjudged to be a gentleman. It is usual for a man to see company of these who possess tastes, tendencies, and temperaments like his own. On the other side, if he keeps company with evil persons and bad characters, he is considered to be a man of bad character. Only the character and conduct of a person is gauged by the kinds of people he mixes and moves with. The given group of sentences describes about company of a person. Here the first sentence E tells about it in general terms. A person is known by the company he keeps. After these types of company of the person are described in the sentences B and D. The sentence B tells about a person's good company, whereas the sentence D tells about bad company of a person. Thereafter it is told why a person chooses a particular company, whether good or bad. It is mentioned in the sentence C, but there is always an exception to a particular action, and this is described in the last sentence A. If a simple logic of facts is followed in these sentences, these can easily be arranged as E, B, D, C, A. The answer is E, B, D, C, A. In the next course, there are some similar exercises duly solved as per questions put in different examination for practice. Paragraph arrangement of jumbled sentences to form a meaning. Paragraph arrangement of jumbled sentences to form a meaningful paragraph. Thank you.